here we go, old El Capitan. We see him down here at Boynton all the time. For almost 5 years now. I mean, 5 years we've seen him come down here in this boat. He heads out to Beer Cane Island, has a great time, hangs out with everybody, and just has fun. And it's always a show. People are always enamored by this boat when they see it. I am too, every time I see it. I mean, many times we obviously show you guys when he comes in, well, because it's usually a little bit of a show when he comes in as well. As we can see, he's struggling a little bit with lines, trying to figure everything out right here. Usually struggles a little bit with backing up, but I mean, it's a small trailer. The boat's got no beam, so the trailer's tiny as well. But I'll never forget the biggest surprise was the day we saw him down at Black Point. Just at random. We're filming at Black Point too, and he shows up with this boat. So he's a little bit all over the place. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. Look at all the grass on the ramp today. That's probably going to cause some issues as people are trying to get out and get their boats pulled out. Let's see if El Capitan has struggles with it as well. So here we go, he's backing her down. And in the 5 years that I've watched him do this, it's been the same Honda. Same car. Matching trailer, painted blue. I mean, he's got the setup, bro. But you can see the guys over here on the right-hand side of the dock. They've been over there admiring the boat, taking pictures, getting selfies, and everything like that with it. But Cap, as per usual, having a little bit of a time getting this down. Now, this one's kind of new. I want to swear the last time I saw him come down here, I don't recall him having the guide poles on the side. And I'm assuming that's to help him see this trailer. Again, boat's very narrow-beamed, so makes it difficult to see. But man, I got a feeling this Honda is going to struggle with the seagrass. One, because it doesn't have a ton of clearance either. I mean, it's just grass, I get it, but when you start using it as a shovel, the car, it makes it more difficult. As you can see right here, he's already, no, he's still in reverse, trying to get it back right. He's got another truck that's pulling in right beside him now, narrowing the amount of room he has. And he really needs to get that wheel turned back around the other direction. And this other car's on top of him, but he's taking up 2 out of 3 lanes, so that's why the other car's on top of him. Always interesting to me, though, you see how we stopped here before the bunks are in the water? Oh, spinning tires, let's get it. We can hear it now. That's typical for him. Like, when, for whatever reason, he never sinks the bunks on the trailer. I don't know why. Maybe to try and prevent rust? I'm not 100% sure. But even when I see him launch, he doesn't typically try and get in the water. He tries to push the boat off. So our guy that was over here taking selfies is going to come over and try and give him a hand. Now, typically I would tell you that, you know, obviously this is not deep enough, but I've watched him before. Somehow he gets the boat on with the bunks out of the water. Sorry, I'm trying to hear the conversation they're having a little bit, and the mic's not quite picking it up. I heard El Capitan say he's going to pull it out here. I don't know what they were asking. So I can't tell if our guy's trying to offer him some help of some kind. They are definitely having a full-on conversation. So, I'm pretty sure Captain's stuck, though. I mean, he was trying to pull forward, not getting him. Yep, our guy's going to try helping and try pushing him. I'm not sure that he needs to push forward, though. If he could just go backwards, he can still get the boat on the trailer, and you can figure it out after that. Oh, there we go. He grabs right there at the end. And even though the tires aren't smoking because there's so much grass, you can definitely hear him spinning. So it looks like our guy's trying to give him some pointers on how to get it back down. But I think he was in a good spot where he was. I guess they're trying to get it closer to the dock, but it really doesn't matter. He typically walks the boat over and pulls it on anyway, so he doesn't use the dock typically ever when I've seen him pull it on in the past. So our guy looks like he's going to try and guide him back down. What I'm confused here, though, is why they've not cleared a path. I mean, we saw him just drop, and here we go. Our guy's going to try and pick it up. Jesus, he's struggling on that one. This trailer's heavy. The big wheel motion on which way he should turn as it starts to come back around on him. So they're trying to bring it back around, but he's struggling as they're going all over the place on this one. And our guy's going to grab the trailer again, it looks like, and try and reset it. But he's got the car so crooked, it's just going to come right back off. There we go. Wheels going the right way now. But again, I think he was fine the first time. Now we're just like, oh man, he's struggling on this one. There you go. Gets it over. But again, I don't know why we wanted to get it this close to the dock. I understand if you're going to walk it on, it makes it easy, but that's just not what he does. So telling him to stop. Why? Oh my gosh, this is definitely the hard way of doing this. And that's what my guy right here on the left's looking at him like, bro, do you want me to do this for you? I feel like that's what he's looking at. He's like, I could probably take care of this for you guys if you'd like, because it's all messed up again. And that car is way too close to the dock now. Oh, he just asked, he said, you want me to do it for you? He just said, no, I know it ain't easy, but I can do it really fast for you if you want me to. And I did this same thing here at Boynton. It was somebody who was really struggling with a jet ski trailer down here, and I walked from our spot where we're filming over here on this side, and it's about a 15-minute walk around, and I looked at my buddy who was with me. I said, if he's still there struggling when I get there, I'm going to do it for him. And same deal. Just let me do it. But now, as you already know, we talk about this all the time. If you're going to kick somebody out of the driver's seat, you got to do it right. You got to do it the first time and fast. At least when I did it, the guy had a truck I could drop the tailgate so I could see it. It was pretty simple. At least he's got the guide pole, so he can see this one, so it's not so bad. And really, you got 2.5 lanes to work with. And there we go. El Capitan's going to get it back down. And see right there, he's telling him to stop. He doesn't want him to go any further. I think it's the same deal. I don't think he really wants to get the trailer wet, as he doesn't want to deal with salt issues on it. As they've got it pulled over, but I mean, he looks to be in a good spot now. Usually, like I said, when I see him do this, he doesn't get the bunks wet. He just drags it up. He just winches the thing on over the bunks. And our guy here, they want to drop it in the water. So Cap's going to wind up walking this one over. He never powers it on. It almost always is a walk on. And now our guy's going to stop to get a selfie in the boat. He wants the hat. You say, Captain, give me the hat. And oh, man. Oh my gosh. Getting the selfie. Took my man's hat. That is absolutely hilarious. Now you gotta let me know in the comments, would you be this good a sport about it? I know it's fun when people want your boat and want to take a look at it, especially when you got something interesting like this. If you got something interesting like this, you will appreciate when people appreciate the boat. I don't know that I would have given my hat up though. I'd have been like, nah bro, you can take the pic, but the hat stays with El Capitan. It ain't coming off, man. So he's going to try and untie it now, and I guess we're going to try and walk this thing up. And let's see how this up. It looks like he's going to get help too. Let's see how this goes. So as per usual, Tafar, like, he doesn't get even close to the bunks and he starts winching on, but again has enlisted help from the guy who helped back it down. And this is way deeper than I've ever seen this trailer. Typically, I'm serious, like the bunks aren't in the water, and every time I watch it, I'm like, how are you going to do this without the bunks in the water? But he lets it just hit the front of the bunks and then rolls it up over them. But getting all the help today. But what I'm really curious about is how much help he's still going to need getting this out. I got a feeling this car is going to struggle getting off the ramp with this much grass. And that was where I was confused when they were doing all this. I'm like, they should have cleared a path. If I was going to do anything when I pulled all the way back out and this guy dug it back down, I would have cleared a path for my car to be able to get back out of this mess after I got the boat onto the trailer. But they did not do so. And this guy's just super stoked to still be around this boat. It's just hilarious. I love it. And I bet our guy here who's winching this up didn't think he was going to wind up loading 2 boats today. So they've got it winched all the way up. So El Capitan should be good now to try and get out of here. But I guess, like I said, this is kind of where I'm curious how this one's going to roll. Because he looked like he was kind of stuck earlier. We're a little further down now, a little extra weight. And unlike a truck, well, this is a front-wheel drive car. We want the weight on the front wheel, not the back. So the weight on the back of the car actually is going to make it a little worse as he tries to go up, even though I don't feel like this weighs much. I have no clue what it weighs, but it can't be a whole lot. So here we go, moment of truth. El Capitan going to try and pull her off. Let's see how this one goes. And exactly as I thought, spinning tires. So our guy's going to go to the back, try and push him out. But he's struggling to get grip as well with just all the seagrass there. So I guess we're going to have to go with a different course of action to try and get El Capitan out here. This is the first time I've ever seen him actually stuck on the ramp where he couldn't get out, though. That would be a first. So our guy who backed the trailer down for him has now pulled his boat up. And they are disconnecting the boat. And he's going to back his truck up and they're going to actually pull him out. I feel like this is excessive. I don't know that this is necessarily... I mean, it's a small boat. I think if they both would have pushed or actually got a little weight on that front tire just by sitting on the hood or something, it might have gone. But maybe this is just their feel like this is the safest course? I mean, it's been a long time. I'm assuming it's a Honda Accord. Been a long time since I've seen one of this year and age. I mean, maybe it's got access to a tow hook already up front. Maybe easy access. No, I don't want to get under there and try and hook under an axle or anything. I mean, it seems like they found an easy access point because nobody's really getting on the ground or anything, so he must have something already up front. Well, now he's down there. I don't know. But let me know in the comments, because once again, this one just seems like it was like the more difficult path. I feel like you could have done this a little easier way than going through all this effort to get it pulled out. But they're going to get that strap on, and they're going to give it a tug. I'm just hoping there's a hook up there, and they're not going under a bumper or under an axle or something. I mean, it shouldn't take much to get this thing going. But there we go. They're feeding it through. So after several minutes of trying to get this one ready, it looks like we're ready to try the tow out. I'm just hoping nothing falls off this car. So there. Oh! And easy peasy, he pulls him out. No issues whatsoever. And El Capitan finally is good to go. But an adventure for him today down here at the boat ramp. That one's for sure. This grass is crazy today. So our guy here decides he's going to go ahead and take all 3 lanes to put the jet ski trailer down. No cares. No, we'll block them all. No big deal. So, I don't know what they're waiting on now. Kind of chilling as he blocks all 3 lanes. Fortunately, it's not crazy busy yet down here today. And he's going to go ahead and try and pull this one out. I guess, and try and get it brought over a little bit. But look at the grass. This just shows you how bad it is down here today. The trailer's now completely covered in it after he winds up pulling it out. So the old single trailer backup trouble, same as El Capitan. Rough one. It's tough to see, man. And right here, he doesn't have any guide pulls or anything, so all he sees is it in the mirror, and by the time he sees it, it's absolutely too late. But looks good on the second attempt, and he's moved over, no longer taking up 3 lanes, and they should be good to go. But speaking of good to go, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you guys did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.